Thursday night game. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. You look at San Antonio, with great effort over a long season. They're second in the conference.
Checking out San Antonio, many of us experts earmarked them as favorites this season. And you know what? They have not disappointed thus far.
Yeah, this is the start they wanted to have, but their goals are much bigger. They're focused on playing into June and bringing home a championship.
And a look at the starters for the Spurs. Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie at the 4. And for Detroit, Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Cunningham is out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Duren in at the center position. Wembanyama. When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
Here's Cunningham. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Shot clock at 5. Here's Harris on the mark with the 15-footer.
Well, infrequently, Harris will take these mid-range looks, but he'd rather be closer in.
And it's the Spurs ball. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, J.B. Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. Wemby came up, and Coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his course. Don't change yours. If they can stand up to this tall task, they might just curb Wemby's advantage out there. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Cunningham. An important scorer for this team, averaging around 25 and a half a game. And it's Harris. That time on the assist by Thompson. Harris has got his second bucket on the night.
You know, Harris blossomed into a stretch big, putting tons of work into his three-point stroke.
Pass to Wembanyama. Out to Fox. The 3 is up. Duren with a rebound. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
Robinson can't hit. San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside. San Antonio again can't hit. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Duren. Detroit moving the ball around. Outside Robinson. Now here's Harris. There's Cunningham with a 3. He's off on that one. Castle against Cunningham. Castle misses.
1 of 5 to start the game. They have to slow down and just play their brand of basketball.
And they double up Harris. Pass to Thompson. And here's Robinson. He's guarded by Castle. Robinson passes to Cunningham. Duren with a screen on Fox. And there's the lob. It's stolen by Wembanyama. 5-on-3 break. Castle, the open look. San Antonio again can't hit. The Pistons lead by 3. Cunningham with the ball. He's picked up by Vassell. And it's Cunningham missing.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Here's Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Champagnie to win the drought. The Pistons clear it. Duren's got 4 rebounds in the game. Cunningham deciding where to go with it. And here's Robinson. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Well, this is Robinson at his best. He can really do damage off the catch.
And Wembanyama has the ball here for San Antonio. They trail by 6. This is their first game against Detroit this season. A different look for San Antonio. Barnes comes in for Champagnie, and it's Harper in for De'Aaron Fox. And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
Hey, their activity on defense was terrific. It was just full effort at that end of the floor and a bunch of blocks to show for it.
Well, they did have some impressive numbers blocking shots. and I like their defensive game plan.
A different look for San Antonio. Cornette's checked in for Vassell, and Keldon Johnson subbed in for Castle. Here's Harper. He's watched by Cunningham, and the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Team second.
Here's Harper. He's watched by Cunningham.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside for Wembanyama.
It looks like they're sleepwalking through the first quarter.
San Antonio again can't hit. Stan, the big man, Victor Wembanyama, has set a new standard for shot blocking.
Yeah, look, B.A., we've had some great rim protectors in this league, but he can also do it on the perimeter. I've seen guys turn down three-point looks because he's standing in front of them.
Now here's Cunningham. He's closely guarded, and he makes it. Robinson's got 5.
Not many places on the floor Robinson will hesitate to shoot.
Spurs trail by 6. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Outside Barnes. Back to Wembanyama. Fires from deep. Gets the 3 to fall. Wembanyama's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, guys, plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Brian, back to you.
Able to dial it in. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. There's 47 seconds left in the first. The rebound by the Spurs.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
The kick out to Johnson. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Detroit leading by 3. Here's Cunningham. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility and the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Stewart, he's checked in for the Pistons. Herder comes in for Robinson. And San Antonio with a change here, too. Olenix checked in for Victor Wembanyama.
And give credit to Coach there for drawing that up. He positioned his guys for immediate success.
Spurs trail by 5. Outside Johnson. From deep three-point land. That shot missing. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Detroit on top. They're up by 5. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Detroit, what do you guys think?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Johnson and Barnes, your small and power forwards. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Harper. And it's Cornette in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Fox. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Sacramento.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates, racking up the assists. So important to team chemistry.
And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild, but when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up, and still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
Spurs trail by 7. And that's a foul called on Kevin Herder. That's his first foul. Olenix checked in for San Antonio.
First team foul. Spurs substitution.
Fox outside. Baseline try. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
If there's open space to be found in the mid-range area, Fox will get to it and hit the jump.
Pass to Holland. Now here's Stewart. Here's LeVert. Just 4 to shoot. Takes a 3. Jenkins misses. It's picked off. LeVert outside. It's Herter on the wing. Back to LeVert. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Holland. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Spurs trail by 5. Here's Harper. He's checked by LeVert. Shoots from the right block. Chalk up 2 there. Harper's got 6.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
And a new group getting ready for the Pistons. Tobias Harris checked in for Holland. Thompson comes in for LeVert. Robinson, he's checked in for Herter. And Cunningham subbed in for Jenkins. And San Antonio also making a switch. Wembanyama's checked in. Now here's Cunningham. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
Yeah, a shooter like Cunningham has no reason to hesitate. He can just take the shot.
And that's a foul called on Duncan Robinson. That's his first foul. Devin Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. Castle comes in for Harper. 3-pointer, Fox. The rebound by Stewart. Detroit leading by 6. Left side, Robinson. Thompson outside. Pass to Cunningham. Now Harris. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. And Fox darts in for the fast break finish.
Yeah, and it's Wembanyama's length that leads to the steal and gets them out and running.
And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all. Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Thompson. The 3, here's Harris. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. Vassell outside. Launches a 3. Thompson pulls it in.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Cunningham on the wing. Harris a screen. Cunningham finds Harris. Detroit moving the ball around. That one falls. Now it's a 6-point Detroit lead.
Proving he's more than just a perimeter threat. Nice job by Robinson inside there.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report. He's checked in for Stewart. San Antonio also making some changes. Champagnie, he's checked in for Barnes. And it's Harper in for Fox. 1:49 left in the first half of basketball. And he throws it down with one hand.
And with this kind of vision, we could see the assist numbers go sky high for Wembanyama.
Cunningham outside. Outside Robinson. Pass to Harris. 5 on the clock. Back to Robinson. Fires the three. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Robinson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Robinson not afraid to let it fly from deep. You got to get out on him.
And look at those moves in the post. And the smooth finish to go along with it.
Just excellent work around the rim. From behind the arc. And the Pistons, another three.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro. Showing how athletic he is. When Castle sees room for takeoff, he jumps all over it.
Harris outside. Cunningham outside. Outside Robinson. Harris outside. And again, it's Detroit converting.
And understanding that the mid-range jumper is not dead. I love it. Harris is dependable and takes smart shots.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, stolen by Harris. And he lobs it up. Duran, no good.
It would have been a sensational alley-oop finish. Tough to nail the timing of that long pass. Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
That'll do it for the first half. Detroit on top, up by 6. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
28.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Detroit Pistons.
If you can make threes with consistency, the floor opens up. They've been pulling apart that defense.
Making it rain, and their opponent brought no umbrellas. And let's move on to the Eastern Conference standings. The true contenders are beginning to stand out.
You look at the Pistons, I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. One guy who's been getting it done is Duncan Robinson.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Harris and Duran together in the middle. Cunningham is out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Thompson in at small forward. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half.
And the floor spacing that Harris provides is a key part of his game.
Well, Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times. And he just gets the job done.
Oh, Fox with a steal. To the inside, Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Duran with a screen on Fox. Here's Cunningham. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Back to you guys.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Now here's Thompson. No made baskets yet. Robinson gets the bucket.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Fox with the ball. Pounded by Harris. Castle misses.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Here's Cunningham. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Harris against Castle. Pass to Champagny. Now here's Wembanyama. Wemby showing off the range.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done.
Woo! And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And here now are the teams that have made a difference with their defense in the past 10 games. The Pistons in second.
They've turned up the heat defensively over this last stretch, trying to force more turnovers. That's been their game.
Harris on the wing. Pass to Duran. Cunningham outside. Cash from Cunningham on the 3-ball.
Well, you try to stay connected to Cunningham, but he finds a way.
Spurs trail by 9. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh, my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
And so it's Detroit with it, following the bucket by the Spurs. Shot clock at 6. Here's Harris. Misses, and you know he wants that one back.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Champagny, that's good. Champagny's got his second basket on the night.
The floor general of this team, Fox with a nice setup there.
Fox against Cunningham. Pass to Harris. Now Duran, covered by Wembanyama. Duran, pass to Harris. No good from outside. Spurs trail by 4. Fox outside. Now here's Wembanyama. He's watched by Cunningham. Oh, too much length from Wemby.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Detroit has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. On the wing, Thompson. He's guarded by Vassell. For 3, Robinson. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got assist number 5 here tonight. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. A big group substitution here for Detroit. Stewart, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. LeVert comes in for Thompson. Herter's checked in for Robinson. Jenkins comes in for Cunningham. So San Antonio going with almost an entire new group here. Cornette's checked in for Champagny. Barnes comes in for Vassell. Keldon Johnson, he's checked in for Castle. And it's Harper in for Fox. Here's Jenkins. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. LeVert outside. Detroit moving the ball around. Duran in the post. Working on Cornette. Duran with the bucket. And now it's a 7-point Detroit lead.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
Cornette sets a screen. Pass to Harper. And the foul called on Karis LeVert. That's his first foul. Olenek's checked in for Wembanyama.
First team foul. San Antonio substitution. Number 8, Kelly Olynyk.
36 seconds left in the third quarter. Cornette sets a screen. Inside. No! Stopping him there! Jams it in, and he's fouled! An opportunity in a three-point play. That one on Duren. San Antonio shooting their first free throw tonight. 30 seconds left in the third. Here's Jenkins. Down low. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Yeah, almost impossible to stop Duren inside. Wow. Just wow.
Outside Johnson. With 1 on the clock. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. The Pistons on top, up by 6. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. All right, on the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Johnson and Barnes, your small and power forwards. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Harper. And it's Cornette in at the 5, down low. Pass to Holland. Back to Stewart. Soft touch off the glass.
What I love about Stewart, he never backs down. Plays the game with passion that's rarely seen.
Fox deciding where to go with it. Cornette sets a screen. Now Barnes. Over Cunningham. Barnes, no good.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Cunningham outside. Outside Herter. Cunningham outside. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Johnson. And again, it's Detroit converting.
And they're putting together another quality possession and taking control of this game.
And if you're going to pull away, now is the time to do it. Time to finish the game strong.
San Antonio again can't hit.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Outside Herter. Pass to Stewart. And here's Cunningham. Here's Herter. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. And the Pistons lead by 12.
Well, that's where Herter is at his best. A reliable catch-and-shoot play.
And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And the Pistons making a change here. Harris is checked in. Wembanyama's checked in for San Antonio. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's Wembanyama. From deep, Johnson. Rebounded by the Pistons. Stewart's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Stolen by Wembanyama. On the wing, Fox. Wow, Fox gets it done in close.
A 6'3" point guard, Fox has solid size at the 1, and it really helps him out inside.
Now Cunningham, pass to Harris. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Johnson.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
3-pointer, Fox. Boom! Fox with a triple.
He's been so effective down the stretch, capitalizing on all his opportunities.
Herder outside. LeVert goes against Johnson. Here's Stewart. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
Look, if you think you're going to get that over Wembanyama, you are crazy.
Hey, whatever coach told him during the break is beginning to pay off.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Now Harris, uncovered, and he gets the jumper to fall.
Always ready to fire. Give Harris a good pass. Tobias will get you an assist.
And that basket is good.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
And some changes here for Detroit. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for LeVert. And it's Robinson in for Herder. San Antonio also making some changes. Champagny, he's checked in for Barnes. Devin Vassell comes in for Johnson. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Harper. Spurs trail by 5. And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That'll be a second foul of the game. Now here's Fox. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
Well, this is what he does. When you need him to come through, he answers the call.
They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. It's good from beyond the arc.
Well, they needed a bucket right there, and it's Vassell who answers the call.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Fox there for the rebound. On offense, here is San Antonio. They've got a 13-2 run going. Now Wembanyama. Wow! Victor takes it to him inside.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
Cunningham. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. Now Fox. Oh, the lead pass. Great dish.
Showing that clutch gene. Fox just put his head down and got his team what they needed.
Cunningham with the ball. Now Robinson from deep. And he nails it.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Fox fires. Knocks down the trifecta.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
Fox against Cunningham. Robinson outside. Takes a 3. Money from 3.
Yeah, that was an important hoop from Robinson.
On offense, here are the Spurs. Fox outside. Outside Vassell. He launches. Duren pulls it down. And it's Detroit with the ball. Cunningham, right side.
And Duran doesn't fear the contact. In fact, he welcomes it when he's trying to score.
At the line for Detroit, Duran, 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a lead.
Yeah, as of right now, Jalen Duran kind of seems like a classic big man. He can block, he can rebound, and he really focuses on finding close-range looks.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Not easy to keep your focus when there's so much riding on those free throws, but that was excellent work in the clutch.
Timeout called, Mitch Johnson. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Fox against Cunningham. Castle fires. Cash from downtown.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Obviously, not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
And this is what it's all about. This shot could win the game. Not much time left, but they have just enough to execute a play.
Cunningham steps on the gas. And that's it! A huge stop to win the game! A last-second rejection! And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.